that being said, yeah, let's talk. I know we can't talk about the future just yet. Don't trust me. We'll be breaking down a lot of scenarios and stuff. D-Rex got the sheet ready. We'll kick into that probably next week. But for this week, we need to talk about what's happened in the past. I mean, you guys kind of see on the topic bar what we're about to get into. Let's talk about it with BDS, right? BDS Premier Cup. They end up winning. Which was, I think, surprising to a few, but they break the first touch curse. They break the first. It's funny. I talked to Extra before he went on the interview. I think it was like his winners winners finals interview, and he was just like, Desmond, I'm not coming back on first touch. I said, Extra, why not? He said, because everybody who comes on first touch, they get cursed. They lose the next event. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? But we got some clips of BDS that we're going to roll right now. Just kind of going into it. Man, they end up taking it, Ro.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't understand that the first touch curse, because quite frankly, BDS hasn't won a thing. They haven't won a regional. The entire season, they haven't won a regional. So I don't know about the first touch curse for BDS specifically, but hey, it's good to see them back on top where they belong this weekend. They look incredible, man. You see teams that they competed against in the past, Queso, who completely stomped them, Dignitas completely stomped them. It looked like a different BDS this regional, and it was good to see them back. Like Monkey Moon, even though he looked frustrated even after the tiniest mistakes, that man's a perfectionist, and he's always gonna show up to play. Extra placing things top right. My goodness, Mark by 8 was on top of the world too, man. He's right back to where he belongs, comfortable offensively. Monkey Moon always gonna provide what Monkey Moon provides, man. You know what you get from him. BDS right back, man.
Yeah, just piggybacking a little bit on what Raul was saying. BDS, they played an almost perfect Rocket League weekend, or at least on Saturday and Sunday, that is. Their boost control, their ability to set themselves up, their ability to always stay in the play was unparalleled. Nobody can match it this weekend at all in its entirety. And when they're playing like that, they're barely, look at that pass by Mark, man. Look at that, so smart. This is his teammate wide open, empty every time. Most people shoot, no need. I got my boy Extra pulling up every time, and that's something that BDS is doing at arguably the highest level. I don't think any other team is playing at this level when it comes to all three of them staying to play. There's a particular play where Extra sat with 80 boosts the whole entire time, sitting in the mid. Monkey Moon came off the wall, went for a demo. Mark came in and challenged the corner. So all three of them were at the field split in the middle. All three of them were on the right side of the opposition's third, and they scored off that play. And they're one of the few teams that can do that because they all have trust, they all have faith, and they know that one another, specifically Extra and Monkey Moon, will always have boost in the tank to make the play there. And you watch it, I encourage everybody, the next time you see BDS play this next whatever that event is called. If tomorrow you want to the name of the event in a little bit, but whenever that event is called, I encourage you to watch BDS's boost management, man. Extra will grab boost and he will drive all the way up the field without using any of it. There's a lot of instances where, and this goes to just Rocket League 1-on-1, where people tell you to boost down to get back to the ground faster when you're up in the sky. A lot of times BDS players are not doing that. They just float back down to the ground and they still have 40 boosts to work with. It's incredible. It's impeccable Rocket League, and something we all have to respect. It's something I have come to respect. So
so the Europe Regional Event 3 is called Copa de Rocket League, and that will happen February 25th. So we got a couple of weeks for that. Going back though to BDS, Monkey Moon, that entire tournament, his octane rating 1.434, which is
that's the highest.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's
higher than that.
Who's hit higher than that?
I don't know, but that's high. I mean, Hibbs,
that's really high.
Hibbs is sitting at 1.273, right under him for 0-0 Nation, and the Abjack is under him at 1.176.
Don't say right under him, because that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
1.4 to 1.2.
I feel like J-Dash might have had a 1.4 in some event. I don't remember exactly. I feel like J-Dash might have had a 1.4, but 1.43. I feel like J-Dash had a 1.41.
Could have.
I don't know. 1.43 is really high, though. That's all I gotta say, man.
If you guys are looking, oh wait, hold on, I got a D-Ray ping. I was gonna say, what did he say? Urias had a 1.57 at fall major.
Yeah, true.
Oh, in the major, Joe, Joe was eating.
When they were up like 9-0 and they went 9-0 in games. Yeah, that's what the highest is.
Shout out
Okay,
D-Rec.
that makes sense. Shout out D-Rec.
Shout out D-Rec.
Always watching. You know him. Never misses.
Never misses. So yeah, I mean, Monkey Moon did well. He had 74% goal participation. Definitely just put on shots, 25% shooting from him. So really well done for BDS. But again, I want to talk about the entire region for Europe here, because obviously, BDS did win a region. It's the first regional win for them they've had this season. Obviously, they end up coming up with the major win. But the question is any EU team on BDS's level? As they take this win, and I'm be honest, they're starting to look like the NRG EU. If I can make that comparison.
Oh my goodness!
So you're saying that there are teams that are on BDS's level? If you're making that a comparison.
Oof.
Well, the question is any EU team.
Yeah, but you made the comparison NRG, and NRG has teams that are on the level in NA. So by that association, I'm assuming that you mean that teams are on BDS's level.
Who? I'm sounding like an owl here. Who?
On NRG's level?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, G2 is, but regardless, that's a discussion for another day. Discussion for another day. Now, anyways, we're gonna go right back. We're going right back to what you said. Also, if you're lucky, FaZe can't clutch. Otherwise, they'd be in their level 2. But
That's a fact. That's a fact.
G2 their FaZe in it. So no. I'm gonna come right back to you then. Okay. Since you want to make that analogy, that comparison.
Okay.
Is there a team on BDS's level to Battering?
I mean, that's hard. That's hard for me to say. The only there's teams that are close.
Wow, man. You have a lot of confidence in NRG, and for you to make a comparison between BDS and NRG and think this long about it?
You know what? I'm gonna say no.
You got a rebuttal base? You want
No, you go first. I'm making a poll right now.
You're gonna say there's no teams on BDS's level to bat.
That's right.
You're wrong. You are incorrect in this statement. Did you not see Queso? Hey, Dignitas, it might be flopping a little bit, but do you not see Dignitas? Do you not see these teams? Luminosity choke, and base doesn't classify that as a choke, but it was 100% a choke.
Oh no, we actually no. I just want to point out we actually went back and rewatched that play that you were talking about with that 10 seconds nonsense. First off, they got scored on with 30 seconds left, and second off, BDS had the pressure for a good 30 seconds, and it was a clean passing play. I just want to point out that was not a choke.
They parked the bus. Hey, listen, we're not even talking about it.
We remembered what you said, bro.
No, it was a choke. Well, listen. We're not
going there. Pull up the clip.
We're not going there. Listen, we're the discussion right now. The discussion right now is BDS has competition. They are not the clear number one. You got Queso, them Young Guns dogs. All three of them, Vatira, Woyo, and Rise. And Rise is even looking better than before. He said he was getting carried. Rise was humble. He said, I'm getting carried. I let my teammates do it. Rise is stepping up, and that man's going to be a dog, just like the rest of his teammates are. And that team is going to be a top 3 team in Europe. They are a top 3 team in Europe, and they will compete for BDS's number 1 spot every single regional. Dignitas.
They're not going to win. They're not.
Bro, they did it already.
In the finals.
And that's one instance.
Didn't BDS get swept in the tournament? They went 4-2 upper semis.
No.
BDS the one team that won the major. This Queso first major. Queso, do we even know if Queso got the passports to be able to come to LA yet? I don't even think they was ready to come here. You really want to do that right now?
Are you serious? You acting like they can't get the passports. What if they did get the passports knowing that they was gonna make it, huh?
I don't know about the passports, okay? You're right. I don't know about the passports. Hopefully they got some passports. That don't matter though. What I'm saying is they fresh. Y'all did the same thing with Endpoint. Exactly. Endpoint was fresh. And what happened with Endpoint? They went to the fall major. They got a top 8. That was cool. But we haven't talked about Endpoint in I don't know how long.
All I'm saying is I hope Monkey Moo can refresh his memory every time his teammates make a mistake, because you know that man is heavy side.
All I'm
you
saying
know
is
that
other
man about
teams
to
is
punch
making
his
more
monitor.
mistakes than that, Raul. You got Dignitas. They should be called Dignitas because they got 4-2 by Queso in the lower quarterfinals.
Not
What are you talking
Dignitas.
about?
All right, listen, I don't got no Dignitas. Like I can't.
Listen,
Base, I need
listen,
you.
listen.
Bring him in too, Base. Come
No,
on.
listen. Let's reframe. Let's go back a little bit. I did a little chat poll. Chat said that with like 85% BDS as a team that's equal to them on NAU specifically. I don't know which team that is. I don't know which team that is at all. Now we're gonna go back to you two because you guys are having a real interesting discussion. Now I'm liking where we're going here. So I really want to focus and hone in on what you two are talking about here. So the Mar says no team is, and we're always saying yes, but I'm not getting why y'all are saying this. I mean a whole bunch of yap, but I need to hear some points. Why is it the babbling that there isn't a team on BDS level? I think you were talking about consistency. I think you referenced it, but I don't think you really honed on that. Talk to me a little bit.
Well, yeah, think about it. Of course, BDS. We're talking about this is going back to last season. Okay, we know BDS can dominate in the online era because they did that already. So why are we bringing in these online results? You bring in these online results, and then everybody said, "Well, can they do it on land? Where's the land performance at?" They showed you the land performance. They took down NRG. They had NRG like what? Garrito, I love Garrett. He was like, I don't know, bro. I chalked it up. They chalked it up. That's the best team in NA. Okay? And they chalking it up. So you want to tell me confidently that there's another team that can do that? That there's another team in Europe that can do that?
Bro, you talking about NA, right? What's the major region? EU. What is the region that don't care who's at the top? EU. EU got young guns and young teams that come up and they don't care who they playing against. NRG's like, oh, I got Monkey Moon on the other side. Man, that man dangerous. I don't want to play against that guy. I'm terrified of that guy and that team, and I'm going to give up.
Listen, EU changes top 5 teams every week. So all I know is there's only one team that's always up there, and that's Team BDS. You got where's Simper? Where's Simper? They all the way down there. Y'all let Noli get all the way in the top 6.
Time out now. What Simper got to do with anything though?
Yeah,
nobody's arguing that Simper's on BDS's level. When I think we're talking about BDS's level, we're talking about Dignitas, who you call Dignitas. We're talking about Team Queso, Team Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about maybe Endpoint when they're on. Maybe. You're talking about those 3 teams. Those 3 teams only. So when it comes down to it, you're really talking about, if you really want to when it comes down to it, you're really talking about are Queso and Dignitas on BDS's level consistently. And I'm getting a yes and I'm getting a no.
I mean, you talk about Endpoint. Endpoint might not even make the major, bro.
So I'm saying when Endpoint's on. That's what I said. Maybe Endpoint.
Yeah, Europe's still up in the air.
Look, this is all hypotheticals, man. If BDS can consistently perform the way they just did, then sure, they might win everything from now on out. But can they do that? We saw them last regional; they look sloppy.
Okay,
who was that BDS that we just saw in last regional?
Sloppy.
Which last region? Not the one they won, right? The one before that, right?
No, the one before that, not the one that we just saw. They didn't look like this team at all. Was it a first touch curse? Actually, is that what you banking this on, the bad?
I mean, they got 3rd.
Yeah, but it wasn't first.
Yeah,
I guess who got first?
But we know that they not look like they're happy with that, because guess what? They still made the major. This is still a major team. So my question is, since we also don't even know who EU is making the major besides BDS, besides BDS and Queso, let's look at that. Besides Queso and BDS, I want to know, who do y'all have on BDS's level?
That's my points in BDS.
Okay, and BDS has more points overall this season.
So just getting started
in the middle of the season.
Why does that matter though?
I mean, it doesn't matter, but everything
exactly. It doesn't matter. So why'd you bring it up? That's our excellent.
I mean, why did you bring it up?
because I'm saying it don't matter what you did in fall. Sure, you start off strong, but it's about what right now is any team on BDS's level. We're not talking about back in the fall.
Yeah, if we're talking about right now, they just got swept by BDS. They beat them twice back to back in the same weekend.
Did it in a regional event one day? Queso did the same thing?
Yeah, but guess what? We're not talking about that. We're talking about right now, baby.
Right now is in the winter split. I said the fall. I specifically said the fall. Don't even try to poke holes into my argument. I've been listening to you two talk. You don't want me to step in here, the Babber. Because let me tell you right now, I'm definitely on my own side with this. But I've been letting y'all go yap against each other. Now, first off, let me tell you. So I'm listening. No, you don't want me to join this conversation. You don't want me to join this conversation because that's all I want to say. I'm trying to be as objective as possible here. I'm trying to be the voice of the people. And listen, all I'm saying is that Queso swept BDS just like BDS swept Queso. And then Queso also beat BDS. Did he beat him twice in this one? Nah, they only played him once, I think. Oh no, they did beat him twice in up top. They only played him once. They beat him that one time. So BDS beat Queso twice. So I think it's 2-1 so far in the winner split. So I think it's very fair to say that there's teams on BDS level.
Who are y'all teams?
Queso and Dig.
Queso Dig.
I think that's very fair to say. I think if you go into the major, assuming that all three teams are at the major, I think you go into the major, you represent EU. I think it's a fair approximation that people are going to say if you had to do like a poll or like a vote or percentage of like who's a favorite to be, BDS would be your favorite because they're the defending major champions. You're going to have your energies very close to that. You're going to have your G2s, and then you're going to also have your Dignitas and your Queso. So it could be right there. It's not going to be like a 40% favorite BDS, 20% to the next person. It's going to be like a 22% BDS, 20% NRG, 19% Queso. Like it's going to be very, and that's the case, then they're all very close.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that because I'm telling you, if you give people a poll and say who's gonna win the major, you're gonna get more votes on BDS and NRG than you are.
Okay, and
you did
a poll. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the AFC Championship? The Bengals or the Chiefs? I guarantee you, 90% of people would have said the Chiefs. But look what Joe Shiesty and boys did. Look what the Bengals did. Look what the Bengals did. I don't want to hear that.
NFL OT rules are bad. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
You lost. You lost. The chat was on Team Raul's side. I just finished you off with the sledgehammer.
I guess I'm finished. You know what? Whatever. We'll see.
You're done. Thanks for watching First Touch on YouTube. Check out more content and the stream live. Make sure to follow Rocket League